Hello, may I introduce myself? My name is Overall. I work for Rentokil Initial. You've heard of Initial, haven't you? The Rentokil Initial Group is one of the largest service companies in the world. It is represented in over 50 countries on all continents and offers professional, customized products and complete solutions in the field of hygiene and cleanliness. I am employed in particular in the Cleanroom Textile service, a demanding job. Every day, my colleagues and I must stand up to the extreme requirements applying to clean rooms. I'm sure I will not be giving away any secrets if I tell you that you are permanently surrounded by a cloud of particles made up of skin, scales, and microorganisms. To minimize the human factor, the customers of our cleanroom experts receive an individual advisory service. Meeting their requirements 100% is the cornerstone of our work. The clothing concept often requires teamwork with hoods and overboots, and sometimes we're also supplemented by undergarments. All information about us is recorded in detail in the computer system. This makes complete monitoring possible subsequently. Here we all are in our start positions, waiting to go into action in the most varied range of industries. Each of us overalls is provided with a unique and distinctive barcode in our collar and is allocated to his future wearer. This means that later on, he can be exactly located at any time, and all movements between the customer and Initial can be tracked retrospectively over a period of years. Each individual laundry and sterilization cycle is precisely documented with date, time, batch, and operative. When the code is activated, we are ready for our mission and prepared for our first operation. The war against the particles can begin. Just like in our later working life, we must go through this procedure on the very first occasion. In the first place, we are put into special washing machines in batches. While we are drying too, not a single particle of dust can adhere to us. This is guaranteed in a permanently monitored clean room zone here. Now we are made ready for our first job. To meet the extremely high demands of our customers, each of us in every batch is subjected to the so-called 5-point check. The number of particles remaining on our surface is checked at 5 different places. It sounds complicated, and it is. The procedures that our bosses follow are considerably stricter than those laid down in the clean room standards. But they pay off. We achieve a much better result. We meet the standards of the relevant EN ISO 14644 class. We are allowed to leave our clean room. Some of us, me for example, as full body protection, are also packed in an extra laminated bag and put through a steam sterilizing oven. This guarantees maximum sterility. Here is where we are sorted to ensure that our full consignment arrives at the customer, along with a whole bundle of identification papers in which our career is clearly documented. Incidentally, our environmental consciousness has also recently started to be officially documented. In autumn 2010, Initial was certified according to the International Environmental Management Standard ISO 14001. Once we are all packed, the nice service drivers delivers us to our wearers. Thanks to our reliable all-round service, customers can again focus exclusively on their core competencies, while we take care of the rest. Our leasing system is an economical solution for both large and medium-sized companies, as well as for smaller businesses. Before we can finally start doing our job here in the cell therapy production lab, we still have to clear a variety of hurdles. It would be unthinkable for us to get contaminated again so close to our final destination. We are employed in the most varied of sectors, ranging from the sensitive pharmaceutical industry through microelectronics, photovoltaic and medical technology to the food industry. After multiple safety procedures in the various lock chambers, we have finally made it through. Our operation in Fort Knox can start. Continually rising standards are a daily challenge. But challenges help us to grow. For quality assurance, we repeatedly undergo the whole process of critical analysis methods. After a successful on-site operation, a new cycle of collection, checking, decontamination, and documentation begins. This seamless process can only be accomplished with a team of highly qualified staff, for which, incidentally, we are also certified by the Sozialtestat, a respected seal of approval for socially responsible businesses. Back in our operating headquarters, we are immediately identified and subjected to rigorous scrutiny and repaired if necessary. If the damage cannot be repaired, we are immediately exchanged. There is no hesitation. After all, we owe it to our customers to ensure that we are a dependable barrier to particles every single time. For Initial, uncompromising quality and safety are the top priorities. This includes a well-thought-out contingency concept with 2 neighboring but separate production facilities, as well as our work according to GMP, that is, so-called Good Manufacturing Practice Guidelines. So, now I think I must get ready for my next job. Duty calls.